You know what's incredibly painful? What's incredibly painful is people that don't want to make the necessary changes in their life to get better. And it's painful from a perspective of being the person looking on the outside, seeing those people. Now, I'm not going to say I'm perfect because I was once there before, but I was awakened when I decided to put in the work myself. And I decided that discipline and grit were going to bring me results. Now, this takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to be willing to accept that setbacks will happen. And it's not going to bring you the ultimate incredible results that you want immediately. And watching from the outside and seeing people that I know so painfully hurt, but knowing that they have unlimited options to resolve some of these issues that they might have is just so painful. And I say this because I'm an empathetic person. I can feel other people's pain. I know it sounds crazy if you're not empathetic, but I can feel deeply, and I have this intuitive sense about me that I know how someone might be feeling, and inside me it hurts so bad. I've seen a lot of trauma in my life and a lot of issues, and I want to say the best thing that somebody can do to start improving their self-awareness and their identity is to stop with the misery, stop with the negativity in your life, and eliminate any negative people in your life. When you are following or hanging out with this negative energy, you're attracting it. You're bringing on negative energy in your life, and what you're doing is you're like a leech for negative energy. Misery does love company. It's not just a saying, it's truth. So when you fully accept that you need to eliminate this sadness from your life, and you have literally so much potential in this world, and sometimes that requires accepting that you can't control everything, but God can control stuff. And prayer and meditation will be your best friends. So taking time to look deep inside you, realizing that it's time for a change. It's time to eliminate this disgust in my life. It's time to grow into a new person. You can't move on unless you eliminate your old self. And boy, being an empathetic person, does it hurt to know that these people that I know that have this type of mask in their life that they think the world is worse than what it is, should know that it is a terrible world, but we have so much potential in it to change our view and mindset of it. There is negative, yes. There is evil, yes. But at the end of the day, what do you want to live for? Are you living for sorrow and pain, or are you living for happiness and joy? And I tell you, we find joy in God. We don't find this sorrow and pity in ourselves, because what we are is a creation of God, and our experiences are all molded by our mindset. To rewire your brain, you have to put in the work, the effort, the time, and the discipline. You can't just go out on a limb and say, I want to change, but I'm still going to stick to my old ways. Getting rid of your old self means eliminating anything that doesn't serve you, letting it go. Forgive and let it go. You forgive for yourself, not for the other person. You forgive for peace. You forgive for hope, and you forgive for what you want to see yourself in the future. Forgiveness requires lots of strength internally and mentally, of course. But when you really, truly encompass what it means to eliminate your old self, you will be here in this present moment. The present moment is a gift, and not everyone can be in the moment all the time. But what really helps is breath work, yoga, and just practicing prayer. God will answer your prayers. He really will. He might not answer them in the way you wish, and you can't pray for something that is, I want to say, free will. You can't pray for someone to want you. You can't pray for to win the lottery or some ridiculous thing like that. Prayer answers that you'll have solace and grace in your life. And I think being an empathetic person, seeing people I know continually post or share about how traumatic their past was or how traumatic their way of the future is kind of disheartening, because whatever happened in the past is in the past, and the future is a new day, a new time, and the present is a new time as well to change who you are and what you have and the potential you have to grow. So don't let that define you. Don't let what spirits or evil wants to come into your life mess up your life. Don't let that evil define you. And boy, will it try to define you. It will define you in ways you wouldn't even think about. So when we look at how we have to rid ourselves of our old past and move on, we accept that we need to know who we truly are. Why are we here? And this brings me to our purpose. We all have a purpose and meaning in life. And if your purpose on this earth is to help others that have gone through similar traumas or other past mistakes or other issues, then you need to use your God-given gift of doing that, because you're really missing out if you don't share that gift and help others, because this earth, this world, is literally meant for connection and sharing life with others and community. And when we go astray and don't accept that we don't need community, we're missing out on the joy that God gave us in life. Connection is everything. Family is everything. And of course, if something traumatic happened between you and your family, no one's saying to stay with them or accept that. But know that God has made us who we are to connect with others. So when you look at your friend that's living, friend, acquaintance, whoever, that's living in sorrow and misery and has lost all purpose and feels consumed by what has gotten into their mind from the past, remember that the past is gone. What's here is now. It's the present. And remember that they too might need direction in life. They might need the nudge to show them that there's community, there's hope, there's faith, there's more stuff out there than what meets the eye. And just letting them know that you are here for them, and knowing that whatever happens, they have the ability to pray.